Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Ncaa State Owls, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the East Carolina Pirates. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down here for this offense. Hands off to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Knox. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Throws a stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the 3rd down conversion.
The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. The 10. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good.
Good. That ties the game.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
18, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Carolina Pirates will take over 1st and 10.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Hit as he released it. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Inside the 10. And they get set now to try the PAT.
Number 1.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
The important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Trying to extend the play. Looks like he's going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
The Pirates will line up on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big game for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. The Pirates will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And at 1st down, they go right back to him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The Pirates hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. He steps out at the 21. That's when they start the drive. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. Last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught near the sideline. It's Douglas. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score 14-14.
He'll hand it off. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
He's from there at the 43-yard line. It's 3rd down.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Inside the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards on the back end.
Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
He's called down at the 21-yard line. 3rd down coming.
Third down and 3, trying to make it 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Got pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. That's a design quarterback keeper. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain.
3rd down coming.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try the left side with a toss. They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring out 4th down. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. A running play called on 4th down. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
East Carolina's offense has back out on the field now. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Past the 10. Touchdown, East Carolina. No chance to catch him. And now to try here for the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Ncaa State's offense out there now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Check this out. The offense still on the field, going for it inside their own 30. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Extending the play now. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. The Pirates will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Kennesaw State offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. Makes the grab. It's Burns.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Pirates will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes the Owls offense back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying for a fourth down completion. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
This crowd is trying to make a difference in this football game and cheering on their defense, and that play right there will make everybody take a seat. What a great job of converting here.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence, and you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
They look to throw it here on second down. Pressure is coming. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Running back with the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Using his legs, and Snots. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Same tailback, another carry. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score in every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
They'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Ncaa State's offense out there now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Offense moving to a bunch formation. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finding space at the 20. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. He's moving out of the pocket. There's contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, East Carolina. And this one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back, feed him the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. On the ground, it's Douglas. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Man heads out of bounds after a decent game.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. Offense are going to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Can he make it to the marker? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. On the ground, it's Douglas. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Now it's 2nd down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking to scramble now. Breaking free at midfield. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Pirates will crank up the tempo. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? We'll bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. The defense still does have all 3 timeouts remaining. Let's hope they don't elect to use them. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield, and you get a call like this.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Touchdown, Pirates. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. You know, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Douglas. Finding some room at the 25. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's hit just before the throw. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this